Hello, 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 everybody. Thank you, Night Owl. Thank you, Raven Heart. And I've got Queen also on the line. Thank you all. Tonight, my discussion will be HIV/AIDS in the Black community and also with the elderly. Some of you don't probably know that also there are elderly people who are infected with the disease of HIV/AIDS. And I thought I'd talk about this subject because it is a prevalent subject. It has not gone away. It will not go away. And this is my subject tonight. I want to thank you all for joining me. I've got 9 in the room. Thanks for joining me. No super chats, please, during the live. Hey, Alexis, how you doing? Hello, KK. Thank you all. Got a few of you in here. I'll see if a few more want to join us for this late night discussion. Yeah, I got on a little bit late this evening. Well, hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is safe. And prayers for Texas. Let me say that before I get started. Pray for all those in Texas. I'm sure it is a very chilly night. Probably freezing in Texas. So pray for those who don't have power, because I think their power was supposed to be turned off this evening to conserve energy. So I'm praying that the weather warms up in the state of Texas so those people can get the snow melted and get the temperatures up, praying the temperatures rise so people can get back to their daily lifestyle. Okay, I got 22 in the room. I'm going to go ahead and start. Thanks for joining me. If you need a source, CDC is the source for this information. Black African American people account for a higher proportion of new HIV diagnoses in people with HIV compared to other races and ethnicities. In 2018, Black African American people accounted for 13% of the U.S. population, but 42%, 16,002, of the 37,968 new HIV diagnoses in the United States in dependent areas. New HIV diagnosis among Black African American people in the U.S. in dependent areas by transmission category and sex 2018. Among Black African American people, most new HIV diagnoses were among men. Okay, it was 79% male-to-male sexual contact. Heterosexual contact was 15%. Injection drug use, 4%. Male-to-male sexual contact and injection drug use, 2%. Okay, as far as women, heterosexual contact, 92%. Injection drug use, 8%. Other, 1%. Okay. New HIV diagnosis among the most affected population in the U.S. and dependent areas 2018. I tried to get the latest information I could, and this is, I think 2018 was the latest they had. Compared to other groups, Black, African-American, gay, and bisexual men had the highest number of new HIV diagnoses. Black African-American male-to-male sexual contact, 9,444. Hispanic Latino male-to-male sexual contact, 7,653. White male-to-male sexual contact, 6,372. Black African-American women heterosexual contact, 3,758. Black African-American men heterosexual contact, 1,739. Hispanic American men heterosexual contact, 1,739. Hispanic women Latinas heterosexual contact, 1,109. White women heterosexual contact, 956. So in this study here, Black African American male to male had the highest ratio in 2018 with 9,444 at new HIV cases. From 2014 to 2018, HIV diagnosis decreased 7% among Black African American people overall. Good progress has been made with reducing HIV diagnosis among most age groups, although one group, Black African American people, aged 25 to 34, saw a 7% increase. HIV diagnosis decreased among all other age groups. HIV diagnosis among Black African American people in the U.S. and dependent areas 2014 to 2018. Okay, so they have a demographic chart, and it shows the spikes by age. So in men, it was 13,000, 2014, 2018. It dropped by 6%, and women dropped by 10%. And then 2014, 2018, dropped by 17%, 7%, 7% between the ages of 25 to 34, 17%, 13 to 24, 7% between the ages of 35 to 44, and then 17%, 45 to ages 54, and then 7%, 55 and older. It's very interesting. Okay, based on sex assigned at birth and includes transgender people as well, does not include perinatal and other transmission categories. At the end of 2018, an estimated 1.2 million people had HIV. Of those, 482,900 were among Black African American people. 6 in 7 Black African American people knew they had the virus. That's deep. It is important for Black African American people to know their HIV status so they can take medicine to treat HIV if they have the virus. Taking HIV medicine every day can make the viral load undetectable. People who get and keep an undetectable viral load or remain virally suppressed can stay healthy for many years and have effectively no risk of transmitting HIV to their sex partners. So it shows 63% received some HIV care, 48% were retained in care, 51% were virally suppressed. And it says, for comparison, for every 100 people overall with HIV, 65% received HIV care, 50% were retained in care, and 56% were virally suppressed. Okay, deaths. In 2018, there were 6,678 deaths among Black African American people with diagnosed HIV in the U.S. and dependent areas. These deaths could be from any cause. Prevention challenges. Some African American people with HIV are unaware they have it. People who don't know they have HIV can get the care and treatment they need and may transmit HIV to others without knowing it. HIV stigma is common among people with HIV and negatively affects their quality of life. Stigma and fear of discrimination may prevent African American people with HIV from getting the care they need or disclosing their status. Racism and discrimination and mistrust in the healthcare system may influence whether African American people seek or receive HIV prevention services. These issues may also reduce the likelihood of engaging in HIV treatment and care. Homophobia can make it difficult for some African American people to be open about risk-taking behaviors, which can increase stress, limit social support, and negatively affect health. These factors may prevent some African American people from accessing HIV prevention and care services. African American men and women have higher rates of some sexually transmitted diseases, STDs, and other racial ethnic communities. Having another STD can increase a person's chance of getting or transmitting HIV. African American people experiencing poverty may find it harder to get HIV prevention and care services. The social and economic issues associated with poverty, including limited access to high quality health care, housing, and HIV prevention education, directly and indirectly increase the risk for HIV and affect the health of people with and at risk for HIV. These factors may explain why African American people have worse outcomes in the continuum of HIV care, including lower rates of viral suppression. What the CDC is doing. CDC is pursuing a high-impact HIV prevention approach to maximize the effectiveness of HIV prevention interventions and strategies, funding state, territorial, and local health departments and community-based organizations, CBOs, to develop and implement tailored programs. Is CDC's largest investment in HIV prevention. This includes longstanding successful programs and new efforts funded through the Ending the HIV Epidemic Initiative. In addition to funding health departments and CBOs, CDC is also strengthening the HIV prevention workforce and developing HIV communication resources for consumers and healthcare providers. Under the Integrated HIV Surveillance and Prevention Cooperative Agreement, CDC awards around $400 million per year to health departments for HIV data collection and prevention efforts. This award directs resources to the populations and geographic areas of the greatest need while supporting core HIV surveillance and prevention efforts across the U.S. In 2019, CDC awarded $12 million to support the development of state and local Ending the HIV Epidemic. To further enhance capacity building efforts, CDC uses HIV prevention resources to fund the National Alliance of State and Territorial AIDS Directors, $1.5 million per year to support strategic partnerships, community engagement, peer-to-peer technical assistance, and planning efforts. In 2020, CDC awarded $109 million to 32 state and local health departments that represent the 57 jurisdictions across the United States, prioritized in the ending the HIV epidemic. This award supports the implementation of state and local ending the HIV epidemic plans. Under the flagship community-based organization cooperative agreement, CDC awards about $42 million per year to community organizations. This award directs resources to support the delivery of effective HIV prevention strategies to key populations. In 2017, CDC awarded nearly $11 million per year for 5 years to 30 CBOs to provide HIV testing to young gay and bisexual men of color and transgender youth of color, with the goal of identifying undiagnosed HIV infections and linking those who have HIV to care and prevention services. In 2019, CDC awarded up to $120 million over 5 years to strengthen the capacity and improve the performance of the nation's HIV prevention workforce. New elements include dedicated providers for web-based and classroom-based national training and technical assistance tailored within 4 geographic regions. Through its Let's Stop HIV Together campaign, CDC offers resources and HIV stigma testing and prevention and treatment and care. This campaign is part of the ending of the HIV epidemic. And this is by cdc.gov. If you need verification for the storyline, there is a video I want to play to you guys of a young lady. Hold on one second. I'm going to get off here with you for just a second here so I can play this video. Like I said, I know that was a bit winded. I'm so sorry about that. We still have an epidemic in this country with this virus. It's not going anywhere. Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? Thanks for listening. I've got just 39 in a row. Not very many in tonight. We have a problem still with our race and this HIV/AIDS. Now, they do have medicines that can help suppress the virus and keep your count down low. There's also different strains of HIV. A lot of people don't know that, but they have different strains, just like this COVID. It has different strains. You know, once it starts spreading around, it has different strains. I want to play something for you. And you can find this video on YouTube, and it's called Growing Older with AIDS, Helen Goldenberg.
My name is Helen Turner Goldenberg, and I am living my 70th year, and I was diagnosed with AIDS March 13, 1984. When I was diagnosed, I thought I did not fit my then stereotypical profile for being infected with HIV. In fact, I thought the doctor did not know what he was talking about. I wasn't buying it. I was in a...
Oh, mercy. Sorry about that.
Assistant Vice President at Bank of America, and I chose to go back to work and not pay attention to that diagnosis.
I don't know if you all can hear that.
And that's something that happens quite frequently with people who look like me, because Blacks are sometimes frequently actually diagnosed late, and their diagnosis tends to go into AIDS much quicker than others. And I used to say that is just like me with my cultural Black background. If I died today, I'm thankful that I have lived 34 years with AIDS. They used to call full-blown, because there's no such word as full-blown anymore. AIDS is AIDS. So I'm thankful. So every day I wake up, I purpose each day to go out and do something to help somebody else. And that gives me my happiness. Of course, I still do this at night when I go to bed, because I'm still asking God to send me a stable relationship that ultimately leads to marriage. I've done that twice, that marriage thing, and I like it. So it's coming my way again, if that's God's will. And if not, I just keep doing what I'm called to do, and I'm happy doing that.
That's by Dallas News. You can find this on YouTube. It was a bit low, this video. It's called Growing Older with AIDS, Helen Goldenberg. It's a YouTube video. It's by the Dallas Morning News. I brought you that because that was a lady's testimony about having AIDS as an older person. As I stated, I think a lot of people don't think that older people can get HIV AIDS. Well, I think what happens is that a lot of people decide to stop using contraceptives, of course. Naturally, once a woman hits menopause, she doesn't feel the need to take birth control because she can't have babies anymore. So she'll take the risk of having sexual intercourse with a man and not use protection. And a lot of men who are older, they don't feel the need to use protection either, because they feel like, well, I can't produce children, so what difference does it make? I'm straight, because you hear that a lot with all age groups. I'm straight, I'm cool, I don't have anything. And we have an epidemic with people feeling like, well, because I'm older, I don't mess around a lot. It won't matter if this one time I have sex without a condom. And then you look up one day, years later, you start not feeling too well. And then you go get blood work done. And then that's when you find out that you're HIV positive. And you could have had it for a while. Could be year 1, could be 5, could be 10 years. It just depends on your body. When your body decides it wants to start breaking down. Okay, there's another video I want you to check out on YouTube. I've watched this years ago. It's a great story. It's called Chicago Woman Shares Her Story on How She Contracted HIV in ATL. And that is currently a video on YouTube. That is also a video I want you all to check out. And there's another one I found, and I haven't went and watched it yet, but it's called I Have Infected Multiple Men with HIV. My entire family hates me. Kiki Wa Ngendo, Tuko TV. And on YouTube, it's called Tuko Talks. And this is a African woman giving her story pertaining to infecting a lot of men. Okay. Grace's story. Grace was dating again. She and George, a family friend she had known for years, became quite close, and the relationship became sexual. Because she wasn't worried about getting pregnant, Grace didn't think about using condoms. And because she had known George for so long, she didn't think to ask him about his sexual history. So Grace was shocked when she tested positive for HIV. Like most people, you probably have heard a lot of HIV and AIDS. You may not have thought that these diseases aren't your problem and that only younger people have to worry about them. But anyone at any age can be infected with HIV. What is HIV/AIDS? HIV is a virus that damages and weakens the body's immune system, the system your body uses to fight off infection and disease. Having HIV puts a person in danger of experiencing other life-threatening infections and certain cancers. When the body cannot fight off infections and some other diseases anymore, HIV can lead to a serious illness called AIDS, acquired immune syndrome. When someone has AIDS, they are more likely to get infections and more vulnerable to unusual forms of cancers and other serious diseases. But with early and interrupted treatment, it is possible that a person with HIV will never develop AIDS. Now, that's something good to know. If you think you may have HIV, you should get tested. Everyone aged 13 to 64 should be tested at least once for HIV. If you are over 64 and are at risk for HIV, talk with your doctor. Your doctor can help determine how often you should be tested and help find ways to reduce your risk. There are drugs, when taken consistently, can help suppress the amount of HIV in your blood to undetectable levels, improving your health overall and making it harder to pass HIV on to your sexual partners. To get the best results, it is important to start treatment as soon as possible. If you are unsure about your HIV status, get tested. Always protect yourself and your partners when having sex or using needles. Okay, so it goes on to tell you about prevention and how it is different in elderly people. It says nearly half of people living with HIV in the United States are age 50 and older. Half, it says. Half of people living with HIV in the United States are age 50 and older. Many of them were diagnosed with HIV in their younger years. However, thousands of older people get HIV every year. And the top of that article says a growing number of older people are living with HIV/AIDS. One reason is because improved treatments are helping people with the disease live longer. Older people are less likely than younger people to get tested, so they may not know they have HIV. Signs of HIV/AIDS can be mistaken for the aches and pains of normal aging. Older adults might be coping with other diseases and the aches and pains of normal aging that can mask the signs of HIV/AIDS. Some older people may feel ashamed or afraid of being tested. Plus, doctors do not always think to test older people for HIV. By the time the older person is diagnosed, the virus may be in the late stages and more likely to progress to AIDS. Remember, if you are at risk, get tested regularly for HIV. Okay, so it goes on from there. If you need to verify the source, the National Institute on Aging. I brought you all a story a couple months ago about a young male in Nashville who got sentenced for infecting a lot of women with HIV. And I'm trying to pull that up. I didn't know I'm over the pond to kill. You are, don't y'all start with them jokes now. Don't y'all even start now. I'm trying to find this this young man because I had it up here. But this is just a sad tale because there's just a prevalence of this going on down here in the South. We have a lot of statistics of people with HIV here in the South. We have such horrible stories about HIV statistics in Atlanta, Georgia, and the surrounding metro Atlanta area. And there's always these horrible jokes about don't come to Atlanta, don't move here because all the men are homosexual, bisexual. So it's kind of like, well, you know, a man could be on the down low anywhere. A man could be a bisexual anywhere. So it's not going to really matter if you went to Atlanta or anywhere. If a person is bisexual or gay, that's just who they are. It's not going to really matter about the location because you're seeing a lot of more men now becoming comfortable with coming out of the closet and live their truth. So I don't think it's going to matter where you go. I'm trying to find this guy who infected some women in the Nashville area. It will come up here in just a second. Crystal, glad your cousin is still pushing through. A person can receive 6 months to several years depending on the case. Okay. How you doing, Backspace? Good to see you. I'm glad you all are doing well and joining me tonight. I guess you all were bored. You decided to join the queen, huh? Hold on one second. Just give me a chance to pull it up because I got a lot of stuff down in here. Please get regular checkups and full panel ST. And let me tell you about the South. Mississippi has the worst health care in the union. Mississippi is one of the poorest states in the union, for those of you who do not know this. And there's a documentary that I saw pertaining to Mississippi and all the just neglect of healthcare for people, especially African-American people, because there are a lot of poor Black people that live in the state of Mississippi. They do not have adequate care in Mississippi. They don't have clinics. They don't have doctors. They don't have anything down there. And there are so many people with HIV in the state of Mississippi, African-American people. It is sad. And there is not adequate care for the people to get testing. A lot of the people live in rural Mississippi, so it will take them an hour or more to get to a facility, hospital, to get treatment. And this is what happens when you live in a place that and you're not near anything, or God forbid, you don't have a car, you can't get adequate testing. What do? Because it's not like someone's going to say, well, I'm going to bring the testing to you. It's a very sad situation. I had watched a documentary about a year or so ago on the seriousness of neglect down there in that state of people not getting adequate care. And it was just hard to believe these people are living in this state and don't even have adequate health care, period, let alone care to get help testing for HIV and to get their meds. How you doing, Kimberly? Thank you so much, honey. Excuse me, I'm still browsing, trying to find this story about this guy. I have to look through so many articles. Okay, it'll be pulling up here in a second. Hope you all are well tonight. Oh, Lordy. I have so much stuff in this phone, collecting so much junk. I tried to get this guy's name. I meant to pull up. I had so many articles to pull up. I remember everything. Women should make their regular checkups on their birthday every year. Don't forget to get checked. I find it easy to remind myself. Hello, how are you? Glad to have you all join me this evening. I'm trying to find this guy's name. Hold on one second. Give me a chance. It should be popping up here in just a second. Okay. I hope I haven't passed it. Lord have mercy. Got so much stuff in here. Hey, Kimberly, good to see you. But that is the running joke about Atlanta. Don't go to Atlanta because the men are gay. That's all I ever hear. You don't want to go down there. All the men are homosexual. You won't get a man down there. That's all you ever hear. It's really quite horrible to even hear that being said about African-American men. But we do know there are a lot of cases of African-American men there who are homosexual, bisexual. And that's the very reason why we have a lot of people with a lot of African-American women having HIV, because the men are on the down low or they're bisexual. So that's going to be a problem. I can't even find this. Try to find his name. So now I said, well, wait, what you say? What's that for? Hold on one second. Oh, I can't believe I can't find this. I got so much information in this phone. Yes, please protect yourselves. And then you have the issues of too, men who like to cheat and don't wear condoms. And they go out here in the street and sleep with different women and men. And that's one reason. I can't even find it now. It's done jumped off. Good God Almighty. I'm gonna have to type it in because I'm not gonna be able to find it where I was looking. Ah, that's nice. I ain't going nowhere. Okay. Thank you all for joining me. Yeah, I know. Nowhere to go. Okay, I pulled up the article. I did a video about this a few months ago for those who follow my content and remember about the guy in Nashville. Nice looking man, nice looking black man. He infected some women. They don't even know the count at this point because he played softball. So that naturally he was traveling in different parts of the South doing softball tournaments. And I know all about those softball tournaments because I know in Knoxville I used to go watch a lot of teams in the area, guys I knew, guys and girls, women, who played on softball teams. And so they would travel around the region competing with other teams in the South in softball leagues. And this guy played softball, very handsome black man. Well, he was a busy bee. I'm going to run you down a quick story on him, show you why we have so many cases of HIV/AIDS in America, especially with our race, African-American people. News 5 is the source, Nashville. Man pleads guilty to having sex with woman without disclosing HIV status. This was uploaded October 12, 2020. Nashville native 41-year-old Danny Perry allegedly had sex with multiple women and none of them knew he had HIV. Officials say the women are not only from Tennessee, but other southern states as well. Police say they will pursue more charges against Perry if more women come forward. One of his victims, an HIV awareness advocate, Marvelyn Brown, gave witness testimony against Perry in court on September 30th. She said it was the hardest day of her life, even harder than the day she found out she had HIV back in 2003. I got to look him in the eye and I got to tell him, yes, I have to take 7 pills every day of my life. But he did not stop me, and I'm not ashamed of who I am and what I have, said Brown. In 2008, Brown wrote a best-selling book called The Naked Truth. In it, she refers to the man who infected her as Prince Charming, who we now know is Perry. To give a witness testimony 17 years after my diagnosis brought back a lot of emotions, said Brown. I was a victim, but now I'm a victor, and I got my victory in court, and I really hope these other women can too. Perry was active in Nashville softball rec leagues for years. Brown said she met him when he was a coach. Prosecutors accused Perry, who was married at the time, of infecting a softball league friend. That friend said Perry never told her he had HIV. And when she called him about testing positive in 2016, as he did with Brown, he acted surprised even though he'd been receiving medical treatment for years. So mind you, he messes around with one woman. She finds out she has it in 2016. That's not counting the other lady who found out she had it back in 2003. Lord have mercy. This is crazy. Okay. I want people to understand that only one count was brought against him, said Brown. One count of HIV exposure, and it was not me because I'm out of the statute of limitation. Private messages from Perry's Facebook account brought to light during court revealed he had sex with as many as 19 women in the last 2 years. He was recently living in Carthage, Tennessee. Perry pled guilty to charges of assault and criminal exposure of another to HIV and was sentenced to 6 years in prison. Anyone who would like to come forward can call the Metro Police Sex Crimes Unit at 615-862-7540. You can remain anonymous, but know that coming forward will bring him back to start the charges again. He will be anteed up another charge if indeed you do have HIV/AIDS. Gets proved that you have had sex with Mr. Perry. He's a very nice looking man. It's just hard to even believe. This guy is the guy that everybody was pawning and fawning over. And the crazy part is he was married when one of the ladies got it. What was that, back in 2016? Let's see. Yeah. He was married at the time, and he infected a friend, a softball league friend, and he never told her he had HIV. And when she called him saying she tested positive in 2016, as he did with Brown, the lady from 2003, he acted surprised even though he had been receiving medical treatment. So if any woman who has had sex with Mr. Perry, Danny Perry, 41 years of age, and you want justice for getting HIV and you believe he gave it to you, you might want to call the Nashville Police Special Victims Unit and tell them your story. So as you see, lots of people, not just Black people, all races, Latino, Caucasian, have been infected with AIDS, HIV/AIDS, but the seriousness is more pertaining to African American people. We are the highest race to be infected with HIV/AIDS. But naturally, if you get tested and get diagnosed soon, you can take medicine for the said disease and live with HIV and have a long, prosperous life so that you continue to take the medicine. And I think most of you remember the story of J.L. King. He wrote a book about on the down low, being on the down low. And oh, mercy. That was an interesting book. I read that book, and I don't think I could be more stunned. When I read that book many moons ago, I was just, I don't think there's any words I can describe when I read that book, how I felt. He was just low down. That was just a low down Black man. I'm serious. There's just no words for this Negro. There's just no words. J.L. King is a New York Times bestselling author, publisher, and HIV/STD activist. Subjects of his work include the nature of human behavior, effects of health issues on minorities and sexual orientation, and its impact on schools. King's first book, On the Down Low, A Journey into the Lives of Straight Black Men Who Sleep with Men, appeared on the New York Times bestseller list for more than 30 consecutive weeks. King is the owner of Urban Moon Publishing, a comprehensive self-publishing company founded in 2001 that focuses on increasing the influence of minority writers. King has appeared in several national and international publications, including Newsweek, Time, The Washington Post, The Chicago Tribune. He has appeared as a special guest on many television shows, including The Oprah Winfrey Show, Inside Edition, and CNN. King has been listed in Ebony Magazine's 50 Most Intriguing Blacks and honored as an NAACP Image Award nominee for Outstanding Literary Work. In 2006, King introduced the DL Exposed, an award-winning documentary that was broadcast on Black Entertainment Television, BET. The documentary was the #1 watch program on BET that year. I will definitely go look that up. If you need verification for this information I just brought you about J.L. King, please log on to Wikipedia.org. So I'm going to look for that documentary. And it aired on BET. It says King produced the DL Exposed. So that should be a very interesting documentary, although it's many years old, but the subject is still the same. Crystal says abstinence. Yeah, I guess it is. You don't do nothing, you right. You can't get nothing. Amen. I vaguely remember that. I never watched the documentary. Well, I'm going to go look it up. I'm going to see if YouTube has it. Because you can find just about anything on YouTube. I want to thank you all for joining me. I got 51 in the room. It's a slow night, but that's okay. I'm thankful for those of you who tuned in. But this is an epidemic plaguing African-American people. And it's just a horrible disease. And no one wants it. But as I state, there's so many varying reasons you can get it. People can get it from, injecting themselves with dirty needles, having unprotected sex, of course, men and women who are cheating with other people. Naturally, you're out here sleeping with other people and you don't use a condom. And then you come back to your mate, your spouse, and then you're lying with that person without a condom. Naturally, people who are in relationships aren't going to use condoms because most people would be suspicious if you decided to say one day, a woman, let's say, well, I'd like you to use a condom. And the guy would probably say, why? We haven't been using condoms. Why am I going to use a condom now? Well, you understand what I'm saying? And that's the reason why these diseases keep spreading. Then we have the issue of social media. You all know I talk about that a lot, pertaining to date sites, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, people start to look at you, admire you. Then they decide to reach out to you, lusting in behind you, as the old folks would say. And next thing you know, they all in your DM talking nonsense. And then before you know it, somebody wants to meet up. And that's all she wrote. And then there you have it. God forbid you meet up, you coincide, and you don't use a condom. And we probably will have more cases of STDs and HIV/AIDS with the COVID situation because people are homebound more. They're staying in more. Good reason for a cheap joker not to want to take you out to eat because he don't want to catch COVID. So he'll say, well, I could bring things to your house. Or I could bring dinner to your house, or I could cook dinner at my house. I could bring drinks to your house. And before you know it, drinks have led to somebody slumbering. You know the deal. We all grown. So with COVID, there'll probably be more upticks of cases. Just common sense. And you have to think about it. There were more cases before COVID. COVID just jumped off last year. This report's 2018. So you understand what I'm saying. People were being grown folks before COVID. People were having salacious sex with different people. Then you have to think of different lifestyles that accrue with HIV/AIDS. As I state, using drugs, shooting up, using needles, prostitution, human trafficking, all the various reasons to catch diseases because people are not using condoms. As I state, people who are out here in the streets picking up strangers, cheating with people they know, not using condoms, men not using condoms, women not asking them to use condoms, or however it goes down behind closed doors. It's just a hot mess. And naturally, as I say, older people getting it because they feel like I'm older. He looks all right. He don't look like he got nothing. Well, she looks safe. She's pretty. She's clean. She takes a bath. She's a clean house. She don't look dirty down there. You see where I'm going. And next thing you know, here we go. Hi, Shay. How you doing? Thank you all for joining me. So many different reasons, as I state, that you can end yourself in a situation to where you end up being, as we say, hoodwinked and bamboozled to knots. As a man put on a condom and a woman decides to say, yeah, well, that's okay. Don't use it. Well, of course, it's going to always be the least one to expect because that's the whole point. A disease doesn't have a look. It's an you know what I'm trying to say. It's in your body. So it ain't got to have no look. I don't understand meeting people online. Maybe I'm old school. Well, Darius, if you go back to some of my content, I do talk about dating online. I have dated online. I have met a few people online. It is probably the worst situation you can imagine because most of the people do not want anything. They don't even have decent conversation. Most of them don't. They don't really be talking about anything. They just don't. And they say, and I met a lot of men on there who said, in conversation, I've met men through conversation, not necessarily met them in person, but they say, well, most of the women don't want anything. And I say, well, what do you mean? They say, well, most of the women, they just want to hook up. So I thought that was odd because I know most women, want a relationship, I assume. So when I heard men rather say, well, no, it's not like what you think. I meet a lot of women and they don't want a relationship. They want to hook up. So I just found that odd because I thought, most women would want to mate. I just assumed that's why most women were on the sites because they would want to mate. I assumed that most women, it would be more women that would want to mate than the men. But as you see, you can't assume because you don't know. So I got a life lesson in that. But as I state, it's just tricky altogether because as you know, HIV/AIDS was around when there was no social media, no Facebook, no Instagram, no TikTok, no Twitter, no YouTube, no nothing, no MySpace, no nothing, no Facebook, no nothing. People were still hooking up however they met. They bumped into you at a party, a lounge, Pookie's house, street corner, the corner store, 7-Eleven, a wedding, funeral, bar mitzvah. You get my drift. You exchanged your number, whatever you grown folks did. Voila, HIV. Voila, AIDS. STD, voila. Ovarian cancer, voila. I think a lot of women don't know about that. You can have diseases, venereal diseases that go undetected. It will cause girly problems down there. For some of you who do not know that. I bet some of you said, what? What you talking about? You don't go get those yearly PAPs? You can get yourself in a world of trouble down the road. You'll be walking around with cervical cancer and do not know it. And one of my schoolmates passed away with it several years ago. She died a month before my mother passed away. And I heard someone say she suffered. That's what someone told me. They said, oh, honey, she suffered badly. They said the pain was so unbearable. That's what led her to the emergency room. And little did she know she was on her deathbed when she went into the emergency room. So you see, not getting your yearly pap smear is not a good idea. You need to go get your girly checked every year. And if you sense any other type of issues down there that don't look right, you still should go get yourself checked. I advise that for men. You see something don't look right, smell right, which is so ever, go take your friend into the clinic, health department, get yourself checked out. Better to be safe than sorry. Yes. Yeah, that was sad because I didn't, just from the way people were describing how much pain she was in, just, I guess she was one of those type of people, she didn't care to get herself checked out because we already know the story. Had she been going to get her girlies checked, her girly check every year, the pap smear, she'd probably be alive today. But you're not going to get your girlfriend checked, and you're sitting here living with something growing inside of you that is now wanting to make its way out. It is now causing you immense abdominal pain, girlfriend pain. It was too late. And then I had another classmate, same thing. She died. What is it? Be probably 2 years, January. She passed away with the same thing. And I was just with her months before, like in what? That was probably October of 19. And I didn't know she was sick. She never said anything. She seemed well. I mean, she had some issues going on with her, but I didn't know she was having, you know what I'm saying, girly problems. And who's to say if she knew? I don't know. But this is why you have to get your private parts checked. You also have to get your breast checked. It's all the same. Don't walk around with a lump, a knot under your arm. Trust me. It is the most vile thing to see a hole in your breast that you could stick your fist inside of your chest. And that's what my mother passed away with, stage 4 breast cancer. So let me tell you, it is not a pretty sight. Yes, please take care of yourselves. But I brought this subject to because I was thinking about it, all this DL stuff, all this stuff about men and the down low. And it's really depressing to me when I hear these crazy stories of men. And I want to talk about that. We can get a little gritty because we're grown folks. I know that there are a lot of men still hiding in the closet, not wanting to admit that they like men. I do hear the stories of men partaking with men, and they will be the most fine, handsome, burly men, just beautiful, as I call them, just beautiful. But little do you know, Mr. Beautiful like boys. Shut your mouth. I don't know what y'all talking about in that chat. Oh, uterine cancer. Okay. But Jules don't start. But I'm serious. Fine black men, honey. Just beautiful. I throw that word around. He's just beautiful. And then you find out. Thank you, Kimberly. You find out Mr. Beautiful likes hard knees. Shut your mouth, Satan. You be stunned. I've heard a lot of stories in this little small dust bucket town I'm in. And they not nice stories. Because, honey, let me tell you something about some of them men. Some of them boys, they like to kiss and tell who they been with. Now, I don't believe all them stories now. Don't get me wrong. Because some people can be evil and facetious and make up stuff and tell lies on you. But there are some men who are walking around that desire men. You have a lot of men who have gone to penitentiary and come out liking men. And I had a relative tell me it is a farce. He said if you went in jail, prison, and you took with a man, partook with a man, you had those feelings before you went in. And this was someone who was incarcerated and said, I was in there and I did what I had to do. I didn't have to do it with no man myself. So y'all get my drift. So therefore, what is the truth about that? Because that is also a myth about men being turned out in prison, men being raped or gang raped in prison. Then next thing you know, they are desiring men. You don't never know what is what. Did they have the feelings before they went into jail or prison? Or is it because they didn't get to be with a woman, they became eventually sexually aroused or sexually attracted to another guy? Is it just a matter of survival inside? I don't know. I'm just asking. So I watched a documentary a while back. That's probably about 2 years, 3 years. There was a guy, it's a YouTube video. YouTube has some interesting videos. If you just get bored, like bored of YouTubers, because you should get bored with us sometimes, go in there and just put something in the search engine and see what pop up. Just, random topics. It don't matter what it's about. You can learn a lot of interesting things from watching YouTube. That's why I told people, my plight with YouTube is, I like documentaries myself because you can learn a lot watching a documentary. Here is a grown black man incarcerated in prison. He was a bully in prison. He would solicit the young guys that came in. He would solicit them for sex and make them his little mule. They run around like little women, catering to him and doing stuff for him, washing his clothes, just using little young boys. It was sad, young men, but they probably were fearful of him because he was a big burly guy. The moral of the story is when Pookie got out, when Pookie got out, I think you know where I'm going with this story. When Pookie got out, Pookie was like a gal. Shut your mouth. Instead of Pookie sitting on swole with the muscles, the tight stomach, Pookie was a gal. Pookie decided to go all the way girly with the makeup, the clothes, had his good little hair gelled up short, and Pookie was the size of my pinky. I think you know the rest of that story. Pookie, do you have something? Pookie, did you catch something, Pookie? Because Pookie didn't look well. Shut your mouth. Pookie was thin, and Pookie had turned into a gal. I said, Lord, have mercy. I done synced it out. Crystal, stop. Y'all stop it now. Y'all cut it out. But just saying, a lot of men are on the down low, and a lot of men are also coming out of the closet. I feel like this. Life is too short to be pretending. If you know you like women and men, you should say that to each person you partake with. If today you want to talk to Joe, then you tell Joe, hey, I like women too. When you meet a female, same thing. Hey, I like me a Joe. So that way there's no misunderstanding. No one could ever say that you used them, you lied to them about your sexual orientation, because really life is too short right now to be lying to people about what you like. If you are bisexual, then just say you're bisexual and be done with it. All they can do is say yes or no. That's it. They're not interested, then you move on. But that way you don't have to be living a lie. Why live a lie? Life is too short for that. But you still have people who are trying to please others, their family, their this, their job, their whatever. Oh, I got this type of job. I can't come out. Well, first of all, ain't nobody supposed to know your business anyway. Everybody on your job don't need to know your sexual orientation. Just don't talk. Keep your mouth closed. Just be quiet. Everybody on your job ain't got to know that you're gay or you're bisexual. Just shut up. Go do your job. You ain't, as they say, you ain't got to sit at the lunch table during lunch. Go sit in your damn car. Eat your sandwich and die. You understand what I'm saying? Live how you want to live. You are gay. You don't want nobody to know you gay just yet, whatever. That's your business. Because I feel like certain things should be separate anyway, such as work. At your job, people don't need to know nothing about you. I think we all know that. That's a place, that's business. That's business. Because you got to be able to work. So everybody don't need to know what you had for lunch, who shot JR, what's wrong with your child, what's wrong with your husband, your boyfriend, Pookie, Ray. Don't take that to your jobs. A lot of people like to tell all their business. That's the reason why people have problems on their jobs, okay? We're going to throw that in there too, because you talk too much. Just keep it to yourself. Go to work. Throw your hand up. How you doing, Jane? How you doing, Paul? Okay, yeah. Bye. Clock out. Get on about your business. And be peaceful. And be peaceful. But when you are dating people, that's a whole separate situation. Just tell people what you like. If you're a man dressing like a woman, let's say that too. Please tell the man you got a boyfriend down there. Because we would hate for you to have a nasty accident, had you, I can't even talk. Get yourself in a situation and you alone with Joe, or as the old folks say, Jody. And you, okay, backspace. We don't say cross-dressing anymore, I don't think, sweetheart. Don't you start no mess. Don't you start no mess up here. Well, KK, let's just say, if a woman dressing like a man dressing like a woman, please tell the person that you are talking to, interested in, that you have the same organs that they have. Because we would hate for you all to get to a disclosed location, if you see where I'm going with this story. And somebody gets to touching and fondling and find out that Quita is a Jody. It might be some smoke in the city. And you are going to be on your own. Righteously so. You know I love y'all. Let me call Queen because I had to hang up on her. I'm so sorry. I was talking and she was making noise in the background. I went to see where she at because I had to switch screens and I couldn't have her on while I had that lady talking. Yes, the truth will set you free. I believe that. And we are in a time where we're all grown. There's no need for people to be walking around lying and pretending to be something that they're not. Just tell the truth about everything that's going on. Okay, hold on one second, honey. There's no need to be, lying to anybody. I'm going to tell you all a story about why being gay can cost you your life. It is your choice, your preference, how you live. But I'm going to spin a story to you, and it is a true story. I had a neighbor. This was a guy I would sit with and talk with. He was an older Caucasian male. We would get together on his off days, which were Wednesdays, because he was a waiter. And we would get together, run around the city, do things together, go to the movies. We were pretty copacetic with one another. He would always come to my apartment on Tuesday nights when he got off work. So that would be our night. Kind of like having a girl in the bed with me. We sit in the bed, watch TV, movies, popcorn. He loved horror movies like I did. He crawl in my bed with me and sit in there like he was a woman. Just two friends chilling. So one day I was talking to a woman that I knew. She was kind of like family to me. She was related to a woman who was married to my uncle. And we considered her like family. And she had told me, she says, I can't call his name on live, but she said, did such and such ever tell you what happened to him a long time ago back in the 80s? And I said, No. And she said, well, long time ago, he and a friend were hanging at this gay bar. I'm not even going to mention the name of the bar because I don't want nobody to put the story together. It was a gay bar that was very prevalent in Knoxville, Tennessee at the time. She said, well, he was in the bar with a friend. They all having a good time. And they bump into another man. You know, they're all sitting around talking, I guess. So the man asked them to take a ride with him, leave the bar. So these two decided, my friend and his friend decided to get in the car with a stranger and take a ride. Well, let's just say the ride didn't go very well. Let's say the stranger, who I think they thought was homosexual, decided to play a little game. See how Dick can run for his life. He took them out into the middle of nowhere and attacked them. And there was no cavalry. The other guy, I believe, got away, ran off into the night. And my friend was not so lucky. He was damn near beat to death. How he got to safety, I do not know. But this relative told me that when they went to see him in the hospital, that his head was swollen to the size of a watermelon because this person wanted to do harm, and he did. He beat him. Do you see where I'm going with this story? You have a lot of mean people out here who may pretend that they are homosexual, bisexual, whatever, and they may decide to play a dirty game with you to get you alone. And they may say, hey, come on, let's take a ride. Let's ride through the city. Let's ride, whatever. And you down for it, even though you don't know this person. You hop in their car. God forbid you put them in your car. So he took these two people for a ride. One got away. My friend didn't. My friend got damn near beat to death. And today, I mean, he was lucky to be alive. He has never told me this story. I never mentioned the story to him. I never let him know that someone had told me that story. But there would be times I would look at him and think to myself, golly, how in the world did you get yourself in that situation? But I tell myself that situation can be anybody, whether you are gay or not. All it takes is talking to the wrong person, getting in the car with the wrong person, meeting someone anywhere, their house, your house, public place, it doesn't matter. Once you are alone with somebody, all bets are off. I remember something my aunt told me years ago about inviting people to your home. She said, you can invite a man over in good faith to just come over. Doesn't have to be a plan to do anything, any type of relations with him. It could just be, yeah, sure, you want to stop by? Come on over. She said, all bets are off once that door is closed. Because who is to say he's going to play fair? And I always think of that in meeting people, that once your door is shut, you don't know what the hell somebody is going to do to you when that damn door is closed. Because somebody talking nice on the phone, nice dinner date, does not mean that once they come inside your house and or you go to their place, that they will play fair with you. Because you have people who will turn on you. And you have heard the stories of women going along with men thinking that he was all right until the door was closed. And then Satan came out of. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying to you is that even being gay, bisexual can cost you your life because you have sick people out here who hunt homosexual people. You do know about that. That people will pretend to be gay, but they are not. And it is only to get you alone so they can harm you. And I've heard stories of people who have done that to others, who have actually killed people because they have a self-hatred. I say self-hatred for gay men, gay women, because 9 times out of 10, they're probably homosexual themselves and they want to lash out. So they need a victim, a willing victim. Queen, would you like to weigh in on the subject?
I would just like to say, protect yourself, be vigilant. You know, you get to know someone. I mean, you really don't ever really know someone,
right,
until you're living with them. But,
so you gotta live with them first.
You don't really know them until you live with them.
Okay.
But just be safe, be vigilant, be careful. You know, always wrap it up. I mean, these are real, true stories out here. You know, just have to be careful and listen to your instincts. Or if something pop in your mind, that's your gut talking to you. Just listen to your gut. Just be careful. Everything that look good ain't good. You just gotta be careful. And that's just the truth.
Okay. So what do you think about AIDS and HIV still being prevalent amongst African American people in our country?
I mean, it's an epidemic. It's been an issue for a very long time.
Right.
It's been a problem.
Yeah.
For a very long time, especially in our culture.
Yes.
It's been an issue.
Right.
That we have been fighting for a long time.
Right.
And the main issue why we still have it is people are still not getting tested, and people are still sleeping around, not using protection, and that's how it's still an epidemic now. And then you have the people that, the men that are sleeping around.
I get these comments. Oh my God.
Then you got the men that are bisexual.
Yes.
That's not disclosing it to the women.
Yes.
It's a big issue because it's not so much intravenous now like it was back then.
Yeah.
You don't really hear about it getting it through needles now real bad like it was back then, but you hear more about the down low situation,
Yeah.
which is a high risk way.
She said glove or no love. Okay, Carmela, I'm done.
But that's all.
Oh, that's all you want to speak on, Queen?
No, I mean that's all I was saying. I mean,
okay.
You started talking.
No, I was reading a comment. Carmela said glove or no love.
That's true.
What I'm gonna do with y'all? Please be honest with yourself and your partner. Thank you, Night Owl. Well, that's it, because it's the deceiving is what causes many problems in courtships, relationships, a person not being honest with you. So I'm gonna tell you, I think the story that got me the most was the preacher. What was the preacher down in Memphis or whomever that was sleeping with the parishioners, and he was infected. He infected one woman. Yeah, he infected a woman, a church member, a parishioner, and got her HIV. So my thing is, okay, you married. 9 times out of 10, he probably had children, and you want our preacher. 2, you're married. You're supposed to be leading a flock of people. So you're deceiving the church, yourself, you're lying to your wife, and then you're now infecting somebody with HIV in the church. She hooping and hollering now, telling all your business. And then next thing you know, they just start popping up like, like the clowns coming out the clown car at the circus. Just nonsense. And you're telling yourself, Lord have mercy. You a pastor. Come on, baby. You supposed to be leading people. And you up here sleeping around, giving somebody HIV. The next thing you know, that's all it took for one woman to come forward to say, yeah, I've been messing with the preacher, and he done gave me something. He done gave me the package. Now here comes Quita and Lolita, and oh, Lord have mercy. And then it's like, wow, 9 times out of 10, he was married. So it's like, what's really going on? It's horrible. It's just horrible. It's just horrible. Being a man of the cloth, and you out here sleeping around, and then you had the issues of, what was that mess that went on with Mr. Eddie Long years ago, that he was bisexual.
Oh yes.
So that's even, that was even more disturbing, because you are a pastor of a mega church but the other pastor was getting it good. Did you see that? So Naya, don't start. Oh, Patty then came in telling me why you sleeping with a pastor? Hi Darius, how you doing? Thanks for joining. Oh, should have come and said, why? Look, got me looking. What me? Look, Queen. Patty came in like, why you sleeping with her? Look like she pointed the finger at somebody, but I understand what you're saying. The point is, what I tell you, I don't ask why. Ask, they'll tell you why not. I do what I want to do. I'm grown.
Yeah.
It's just something, it's like I said, it's one thing to be laughing, and I ain't trying to make fun of these people, but you leading the flock, you know damn well you don't got no business slumbering with them folks in that church or outside them church doors. You don't want your wife, then you need to tell your wife it's not working out. But see, this comes back to that. I don't want people to know I'm unhappy, she unhappy. We have an image to portray, and then you up here picking up strange gals, and you a pastor. And then what's worse, you giving them the package. It's insane. That's why I said it's out of control.
You know what?
How
There's
about
some people that have the package that are angry and evil and spiteful and full of hell.
right?
That they deliberately pass it along.
Yes. Well, that's what I think they're trying to say about Mr. Perry, the guy in Nashville. I think they're trying to allude to the fact that he knew because he was taking meds. They can prove that he was taking meds before these women got it.
Yeah, they're spiteful and they feel like, well, I got it. I'm gonna make sure I take everybody out with me. And that's how they look at it. Like, that's how they feel. You got people out there that's like that.
Keep it under his cloth. These comments, y'all killing me. I believe you have to have a first lady to be a pastor. Oh, okay. Okay, I believe you have to have a first lady to be a pastor. What's tonight? I'm gonna leave that alone. How would that be? Well, it's one thing, like I said, you're doing wrong to be a pastor, sleeping around, period. You already know that. And what's worse, you giving somebody a disease such as HIV. There's no turning back from that. Because it'd be one thing if she just came out and said, hey, I'm sleeping with the pastor. So now she got you on blast. But now she's saying, I slept with the pastor and he gave me HIV. Well, shut your mouth. Now how you going to live that down? You can't.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. Because now anybody else that's been messing with the pastor, she feeling some type of way. So now she decides she want to come on out too. Well, let me go and tell it too. But a lot of people got it. They don't want to come out. Just like these other women that slept with Mr. Perry, the guy in Nashville who was a softball player. I'm sure there's a whole lot of women that slept with him. They do not want people to know they have HIV. Even if they didn't know they got it, they probably realize they got it now. Once he pled guilty back in October 2020, that nobody want to come out and tell nobody they got HIV because they got to think about if they got a boyfriend, if they married, they got children, the jobs they have. If I come forward, now everybody's going to know my government name. Now everybody's going to know the other men I've slept with without a condom. Ting! How about that? How about that?
Yeah.
All those other men you slept with, now they going to know if they got it. First thing they're going to say is, oh, well, you must have gave it to me. And you got it from dude. See, it's going to be a real bad ripple effect if other women start coming forward to say Mr. Perry gave them HIV, because then whoever those women, whoever they slept with, now those guys going to be walking around thinking, oh, my stars. And then people going to talk anyway. Hey, man, didn't you date that girl? They said she got HIV. So they're going to have it out. You got HIV before you even get tested to find out if you got it or not. Okay, ting. Yeah, y'all know how I do.
Ting.
Yeah, y'all know I do the ting. Look, you watch Everyday Shenanigans, you're going to leave here with all kind of sayings. Smoke in the city, stay woke. I ain't what you want. That's the high 10, baby. I got a saying for every day. where he got it from, Crystal? That's a very good question. And who knows? Because you know what? That's a very good question when it comes to venereal diseases, HIV. Who is the carrier? Because who's to say he didn't get it from somebody? But I always felt like the men would be more the carrier because, you know, they have the tool with the, you know, the rest. I ain't got to explain it to you. They got the tool to put it out, let's say. The preacher was hot under his robe. Oh, God. Oh, love you too, Tammy. Thank you so much. You go watch the birdie. Most of our reverend pastors are married. Yes. But you have an epidemic with African-American people, and it's a very high statistics here in the South of HIV here in the South. And it is known that a study that was done a couple years ago, it said that more people, Black people in the South had it. I guess it was alluding to the fact that we were more frisky down here, that we weren't in close relationships, that more people up north, Midwest, they didn't have high rates of HIV because maybe they were more monogamous. So that got us, that sounded so terrible. Like, wow. So most of us in the South, you basically saying we ain't got nobody. We just a bunch of single whoremongers. Well, shut your mouth.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah. So that's basically what the article was alluding to, that there people up north tend to be more in relationships than people here in the South. And then you got to count the population of women per man. There are more women demographically than men, especially here in this area, this state, and probably a lot of bottom states. It's more women. Probably a whole lot of states in America have more women than men. So that's going to be a problem right there. A man is walking around, he got a woman on every corner. Everywhere he turned, there's a woman. Now we have social media. He doesn't even have to go look for a woman, pick up a woman. He could just go dial up somebody, look at her picture off of Facebook in your suggestion column and be like, wow, she's pretty. Let me inbox her. Hey, how you doing? I see you got you friend of my friend. How you know him, her? Oh, you got a man? Oh, okay. What you doing? Huh? Don't even know you. All up in your inbox. Thank you so much. I am Kimberly. But you understand I'm telling the truth. These people are bold. They just be all up in your inbox. Don't even know you from Adam. To my hello. I had somebody send me something so vile the other night. I was like, bruh, Lord, I don't want to tell that man business on this live because his feelings will be hurt. Baby, there ain't nothing you can do for the queen. You understand? Not now, not never. How y'all doing? Men act like we're so desperate. Yes, of course. And that's why they treat us so terrible. That's why they treat us. Hi, Willow. How you doing? Just said something nasty. And I was just like, dude, how you just wake up out your slumber and go in a person's inbox and say something, you know, derogatory, sexual in a woman's inbox. We don't speak. We don't talk. I don't see you. And you just woke up late one night. You couldn't sleep. Decide to go in somebody's inbox talking nasty to them. I mean, I've seen it all. There was a doco about African-American men were being treated by white men, but African-American nurse gave injections for STDs, but it was so sad injections were bad. Darius, Angela got a pic, laugh out loud. No, it wasn't a pic. It was not a pic. He was just saying, so, shut up, Queen. He was just talking about what, I don't want to say it because it's stupid. I'm going to tell y'all what, I'm going to tell you this part right here. Lord God, forgive me, please, for what I'm getting ready to say. How you going to do something with somebody and you wheelchair bound? I'll wait. Ooh, Satan. Queen. Wait a minute. I said, when I saw the message, I said, you Negro, you can't walk. Ooh, there's a leak in this old building. I can't stand it. Dang.
Oh, crap.
I want to say, and how you gonna get out that wheelchair? Because I ain't gonna help you.
Lord have mercy.
Almost. I got dizzy for a minute. I was gonna pass out. Look, I gotta push him at the bank. Sanaya, that's the only place I'm gonna push you. I ain't gonna take you nowhere else. Ooh, wee. Shut your mouth. I was like, you know how you open your box, you just read a message from wherever. You're not expecting the message, and it's like, where the hell this come from? How am I getting ready? Dude, you can't walk. You cannot walk. You're in a wheelchair. What can we do with one another? And you're paralyzed, I believe, from the waist down, if I ain't mistaken. Oh, man. Come on, dude. You need to go get your little video and go to sleep. I was stunned. I was stunned. I was just like, I can't believe he would even send me something like that, because I haven't seen this person in probably maybe 2 years. So I'm just stunned. And then he tried to clean it up by saying, I'm just playing, something like that. I didn't respond. I responded to that mess. Hopefully he'll say to himself, ooh, maybe I sent it to the wrong box. Yes, you did. I'm not responding to no foolishness. That's what I've learned. Some things, it's not even worth you arguing or saying, cussing them out. Don't say nothing. Let him think it's a dead box. A wheelchair. Oh, okay, Night Owl. Now you wrong for that. My cushion is paralyzed from the waist down, and he has a bio son. Well, I'm not saying, okay, now y'all stop it. Now y'all showing out. Well, all I'm saying is this. No, thank you. Never. He was wanting your box. How you gonna get it? You gonna roll to it? Baby. Well, somebody said, not even if Jesus was pouring the wine. No, thank you. No, sorry. Just sad. Just so sad to me. But this was a very interesting conversation. I'm so glad you all joined me. I don't have many on, but I have enough, and I thank you for your time. But this is all that was on my mind. Just the epidemic that's plaguing our Black people right now with the HIV/AIDS. Still, the cases are high. But there was something I was trolling through YouTube tonight when I was trying to get ready to get on to bring you all the said information. And that's in the queue. If you not Google, but if you go in the search engine of YouTube and put in HIV, because I pulled up, I was looking for an older one with HIV because I was wanting to bring you the story of this older lady that had it, but I couldn't find her video. They've got a white guy in there, and they're saying he done gave at least 600 women or something like that HIV. I said, oh, well, that white boy was bad, wasn't he? I'm going to watch that tonight when I get off this live, because that should be a very interesting documentary. I saw that in YouTube before I got on. So this white boy is rough. Now, what are y'all talking about? Y'all talk about so many things in the chat. I don't understand. Your eyes might shine your teeth. Say what?
They're talking about the same thing.
Oh, okay. When I saw the motorbike, it kind of threw me off. I said, I didn't know what was going on. I'm sorry. Did you see the what? The DTMM. Earth Girl said, that's why I stay to myself. 600 women. Yeah, that white boy got it going on. Let's go look in YouTube. Just pull up HIV stories of people with HIV. I had put in older women or something like that. I was looking for older women with HIV. I was trying to find this story. And then I just kept scrolling up through the queue. And they got a picture of this white guy and a Black girl in a picture. And all these different women that obviously then came forward and testified that I guess he didn't gave him the big A. I said, wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, they be angry. They heavy and they try to give it to everybody they can.
Yeah. Doctor documented he was killed.
Be mad at yourself because you didn't protect yourself.
Y'all just cannot come in my chat and keep it copacetic. Oh, Lord.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Not a thing. I'm just looking.
Yeah.
Has anyone seen Robin Williams, The Final Cut? Y'all been changing the subject. Stop. I can have 3 subjects up on the video. Y'all will find a way to talk about something else. What is going on? Lord have mercy. Backspace, you with me? Oh, yeah. I told you to contact Queen so you can get the information.
I gave him the information. You ain't talked to him?
No.
Maybe he
You know he gets discombobulated.
Okay.
Oh no, the doctor gave a documentary on AIDS. Oh, okay. I didn't know. Y'all be jumping off, honey. I just sit here and look at y'all. I just watch y'all. They like y'all up here. I just sit here and look at y'all talk, honey. I just be like, oh, what they talking about over there? I'm just looking. Look, I ain't gotta let y'all express yourselves. Y'all just be in there talking. I just be up here looking. But like, what they talking about downstairs? Got me start acting like Bernie Mac up here. Queen. Girl, I've been messing with my brother about Bernie Mac. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I'm going to behave. I'm going to try. Look, love this is how all lives go. Thank you, real time. Hey, Tessa, how you doing? The Paul and Tuskegee syphilis experiment. Oh, tequila, yes. I heard about that. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. That is a very serious disease, syphilis. It can cause blindness. For those who do not know, that's what Al Capone died of, syphilis, the American gangster, American mobster. Al Capone died of syphilis. Yes, and you make me laugh so hard, I'm going to pee in my pants. Well, don't do that. I want some milk and cookies now. Okay, Chick Benny. Hello, Vinny. How you doing? Masterful Mama said, never been a cheater. Well, I mean, that... Oh, Lord have mercy. That would just be nice if, like I said, if people could just be honest with you and just tell you, I like this, I like that. And okay, I'm gonna talk about another subject that can also be related to HIV/AIDS. If you are a swinger, somebody I know wanted me to mention this topic. Somebody out of Texas wanted me to mention strip club versus swingers club, which I didn't understand the meaning of that. But anyway, we're going to bring up the topic of swingers before I get out of here. That is a dangerous game to invite another party into your bedroom, because let's keep it 100. There is going to come a time, because this always happens, somebody is going to invite the other party without the main party, if you get my drift. So if the guy likes the other chick, there is going to be a time when he is going to remove his girlfriend or wife and be with the chick alone. And there will eventually be some smoke in the city. Or it'll be the woman meeting up with the girl, chick, alone, without the husband or the boyfriend. It can go both ways. And then if you all get comfortable, somebody's going to decide, the husband, boyfriend, he don't want to use a condom. Ting. So now, Lord have mercy. Somebody got the mixing bowl turned on. All right. A great way to get stuff passed around. You understand what I'm saying? Because you do have people who swing. There are a lot of people who swing. I didn't even know anything about swinging. I learned about it a few years back, probably 2011, somewhere around there. And I had never, know what it was really. I had heard about it, just didn't know people who partook. And there was a place I used to frequent, like a bar, and people would say, well, most of the people here swing. And I was like, really? I was like, I didn't know. It was just a place that people recommended you go to listen to music, But there were a lot of people that I'd heard that partook, in that lifestyle. And then there were some people, naturally who didn't. But I didn't really know that people got down like that because I never met anybody that swung. So I had no idea. But I do believe it common sense, it's going to be just like anything. The people are going to become comfortable with one another. And then they're just going to make this little secret pact that I like you. I think you're safe. And I'm going to stop using a condom. The guy's going to stop using a condom. But common sense should tell him, how's that going to work? Because if you got a girlfriend or wife and you inviting this other woman into the bed and you stop using a condom and all of you all are sleeping and doing things together, common sense is going to tell you the other person, she is still going to be out there in the street, possibly dating and sleeping with other men. And God forbid she's not using a condom with those men. And then she's coming back swinging with you and your wife or girlfriend. Well, you know the rest. This happened in the Garden of Eden, and we know, oh, Lord, Patty done went to the good book. I can't. Girl, my little knee hurt. Patty, what? Who said they was in there in the garden and swinging? Somebody help me. I'm drowning. Oh.
Backspace 1 said, where you been?
What Backspace say?
He said, where you been?
About what?
How you know about the swinging, I'm guessing.
How I knew about it? I said I heard people talking about it in a place where I used to go hang out. A lot of the people were saying the place was for swingers, but I thought it was just a regular bar. It looked like a regular bar because there were people who went there who I said they didn't swing. So I don't know. You know how people just make up stuff and say, well, this is a swingers bar. But there were a lot of people who came in there. They never even been to the place before. Like me, I was new there. So how would I know? I didn't think it was a swingers bar because there were a lot of people in there that I knew of that I didn't think, got down like that. And they didn't know either. They was like, oh, I hadn't heard. So, I didn't know if just somebody just saying that. I mean, you just don't know. But the point is, okay, so now I say it's okay to say you kinky.
But that's what Backspace, he just asked where you been.
Well, my thing is, I was new to the place. And then you know how people start saying stuff? Like, didn't you know or don't you know? And I'm like, no what? And they're like, this is a such and such bar. And I was like, okay.
He said, yeah, right.
So it was at a hotel. Duh. That's the reason why they probably called it a swingers bar, because it was at a hotel. It was at a hotel. Everybody had heard about it, but not maybe for that reason. But I think a lot of people started saying that. See, once you pass a rumor around, it don't mean if it's true or not, but if you start saying it enough, people will start to believe it. So then you can't stop the rumor. You know what I'm saying? If it's true or not, I can't say it was, because it was an older couple who owned the owned the hotel, and I didn't know that they were like that.
Y'all, she does not swing. She don't swing.
Kinky side of Quinn. Okay, yeah, y'all wearing it down now. I would not have known. You don't. It ain't nothing to know. That's why I should have never said nothing. I said, oh my God, no. A lot of us went to this place, hung out. It was rumored to be that. We don't have proof that it was that, because, like I said, there were a lot of people there who I never knew to do that. Because people would come in, never been to the place before, and naturally, when they started hearing it, they was like, oh, I didn't know. A lot of people, there's really no proof to say that it was or it wasn't. I think what it was, a lot of people who were swingers went there. Let me put it like that. They partook in going out for the evening. Well, tequila, that's the whole point. You can't have control over who goes to a bar. It might be 3 people in a room that swing. It don't mean exactly that the place is a swingers bar just because 3 people in a room get down like that. So I didn't think of it like that. I just went to listen to the music. Somebody recommended it because a person I knew used to DJ there. By the time I went, he was no longer, the DJ. So I just kept going anyway because I just wanted to listen to the music. Lord, you can't. I forgot you can't say nothing on this channel because they'll have it all out. Make up some lies. Oh my God, sure will, honey. Because they know they'll take something out this channel and switch it all the way around. Backspace. Backspace, Backspace, you might need to be doing something. What you doing up there in Maryland? Now. Yeah, let's talk about what you doing up there on that East Coast. Tell them what you got going on up there, granddaddy. I ended up at a bar with friends and not knowing it was a strip club. Laugh out loud. Damn, I was out of there. Tequila. Well, that's what I'm saying. If didn't nobody tell you nothing. Well, wait a minute. How you end up at a strip club and didn't know it was a strip club? Now, y'all can't talk about me. Now, what?
You see it when you walk in.
Yeah, you would. I mean, ain't that one of the pictures like, how they have the girls and the emblems on the doors and stuff and on the wall? You know what I'm saying, Queen? Yeah. Like a little drawing of women or something with the little high heels on. And on the logo. Wouldn't the logo have like a woman up there or something?
Some of them do.
He's slanging and banging on the East Coast. Okay, Night Out. Oh, y'all mouths is getting horrible. I live on a boring ass island. Oh, I'm sorry. Straight as an arrow, no swinging. Tell them what you doing up there. People need to chill out, allow people to have fun and enjoy some company. Life isn't that serious all the time. This is true. Tequila, that happened to me in Mexico. What happened to you in Mexico, Darius? Don't they call it the dirty South? Well, okay, Crystal, don't start. Honey, the South is dirty for so many reasons. It ain't got nothing to do with swinging, honey. This place just, they think we country down here. That's what they think. They forgot that there are a lot of East Coast Northerners live in the South. Shut your mouth. It's grimy down here. We'll put it like that. Oh, say everywhere you look, street. Didn't know it was one. Ended up in a strip club. Y'all know y'all need help. I swear. These comments. Darius, where are you? They call it the dirty South for more than one thing. Yes, Night Owl. You can't even begin to explain why it's called the dirty South. There's 1,001 reasons. All I can tell folks is come down here and try one of us and see how you end up. Since we so country. Since they think we so country. Exactly. We Southern people are not just country folk. We're not country. You got some places that's country, but let me tell you something. I tell folks in a minute, try us and see. Try us and see how country we are. You won't be going back on 2 feet. That's for sure.
Nope.
How you didn't know you were in the strip club with the pole on the stage, Chris? I can't. Y'all killing me. Oh, Dirty Secrets, good to live and have fun. Hi, Natasha. How you doing? Folks love a strip club. More women go than men. Yes, I hear a lot of women go to strip clubs. Indeed. I have heard that. Some men like to take their dates with them, their lady friends, their girlfriends, their wives. There are some women who do enjoy going to strip clubs, to each its own, what they like to do. They quick to cut you. Oh, yeah, we'll cut you. That's for sure. I like a good knife, my damn self. Oh, excuse me. I don't need no pistol. Okay, talking about the flashing light. Y'all crazy. Exactly. People think we are, though, and laugh loud. I'm proud being a Southern girl for sure. Okay. Willow, where are you? Okay, look, Tammy said, and plus the money on the stage. Y'all are showing out. I don't read or speak Spanish. So I was told they had great food. Darius, where are you at? You know good and well there wasn't no... What strip club you was at that sold food? Queen, they sell food in the strip club?
Not the ones I've been to.
Oh, South Carolina. Okay, baby. I'm in Tennessee. I'm in East Tennessee. Knox Vegas. Oh, Mexico. You live and had a pig roasting up in the damn club where you was. Strip club. Oh, chicken wings. Okay, something light. Okay, I got you. Hors d'oeuvre food. Oh, you in Minnesota? Woo, you a long way. Wow.
I've never been to a strip club where they sell food at, but I do like to go.
I didn't know they sold food. I just figured they sold drinks. I didn't think they sold no. It's okay. That is what I thought. I love Tennessee. Yes. We're not too far from one another. A couple hours. I really enjoyed talking to you all. I'm an hour and 40 minutes in. But that was my subject, just to touch on, the epidemic, pandemic, same thing with us African-American people. Hello, together we break chains. We have so many issues plaguing our African-American people in general. And it just a sad situation. But I want all of you to know that you need to get yourself checked out. Get you women get your yearly PAPs. Just keep getting them anyway. Even if you're not having sexual relations, you still need to get a yearly PAP just to make sure you don't have any polyps or anything growing inside of you. Any type of issues, any girly problems. You don't want to have that for yourself. And you men need to go to the doctors as well. A lot of men do not like going to the doctor, period. They'll walk around with walking pneumonia and won't even go get it themselves. I mean, a lot of men, you all are stubborn, very stubborn creatures. You need to go get checked. Get yourself checked out. Get your site checked. Everything. Get your boyfriend checked. Get all that. Get all your stuff checked out. Food in a strip club. That sounds nasty. Girl, you is messing up my conversation. I can't think what I'm trying to say. Looking at the comments. Backspace says I get a physical every year. Who is Big Angie? Just curious because I thought that Queen and Angie favored. Say what? Who is Big Angie?
She's Big Angie.
Honey, I'm everybody. I'm Angela. I'm Big Angie, Big Sexy. Keep on naming them. Queen. Head knocker. All of the above. Don't y'all start. Got a hysterectomy. Oh my God. Don't need to check my lady bits. Oh Lord, have mercy. Well, okay, Raven. Well, just in case you do a little something and something turn out not right, you still need to go down, get all your goods checked, baby doll. Oh Lord, Jesus. I didn't eat. I did about face. Okay, Darius. Okay. Okay, get those jingle jangle checked. Y'all are sick. I can't. Yes, if you're a man or woman, you should always get your friendly friend checked. Girls, get your breast checked. We all know this. You have to get your mammograms. So you go get your girlfriend checked as well. Just because you don't have to be doing anything or have a side effect or see something strange going on down there. You want to get it checked just because you don't know what's going on the inside of your body. Don't y'all start this nonsense. Oh, my Lord. Jeepers creepers. Who are these people in the chat? 66 in the room. Oh, it's a slow night. I guess when you're not jumping out of space shuttles and spaceships, you don't get no views. Did I say that?
Mm-hmm.
We should pause for a quick 1 minute prayer, a moment of silence. Yes. Y'all go on and pray down there. Well, we praying for Texas. Oh, jeepers creepers. I don't know what's going on. This is more entertaining. My lives can be. Yes, you are my followers. You all have been really good to Queen. I want to thank you. All my new subscribers, new viewers, people stopping in. Thank you. Well, you have to mix it up. I don't have a certain content on my channel. I talk about everything. So I talk about dating. I talk about men. I talk about women. I talk about crime. I talk about news events. I don't have a specific topic because that would be boring to talk about the same thing all the time. Yes, Night Out. It's this chat. I don't know what kind of people I have rolling in here. These people say anything. I ain't lying. Y'all just say some stuff. Oh my goodness. I don't get nothing checked. Just saying. Well, you should, Kimberly. What you mean? You better get your stuff checked. You got popcorn seeds growing down there and everything. Now don't start no mess. Oh, okay. I got you. I need to see your clearance papers before anything. Your clearance papers. Oh, okay. Well, that's what she gonna tell you too, Darius. She want to see your papers too. Thank you, Raven. Thank you so much. Concern is all we can do to make mention. But I'm serious. Get your boyfriend, girlfriends checked. Ladies, get your mammograms. It's better to be safe than sorry. Because a lot of you don't realize, as I've told you, if you have an STD, you go a long time without getting it checked, which I don't see how anybody can walk around with an STD, because usually women get symptoms quicker than a man. Most men are asymptom. For those of you who do not know that, that is why the men pass the diseases around, because they don't have any symptoms. It's usually the woman who gets the symptom, gets the discharge. So, therefore, continuously walking around with a disease, venereal disease, women, it will cause complications in your body because you have not been treated. So please go get yourself checked out. I don't see how you can walk around with a chlamydia or anything like that, because it's not going to work on. It's not going to be in your favor. That's for sure. Hey, Queen, I haven't made to a live in about a week. Glad to catch you. I miss your content. Hi, how you doing? Okay. Okay, Tequila, I got you. I got you. That sounds about good, a tequila sunrise.
Everybody know now.
Look, yeah, that wasn't good to put that up there. Smell, change of color, discharge, be aware. Yes, all that. That's why I said I don't see how a woman or a man can walk around with a discharge every day, because you know the symptoms. They have different, side effects and painful. So I just don't see how a person could just walk around with having anything like that, chlamydia or gonorrhea or whatever, every day, because at some point it's going to affect you. I don't see how every day you can walk around weeks to stop. Walk around smelling like fish, something is okay. Lord have mercy.
Kimberly, she was talking. Yeah, you don't have to be having sex, honey. We were just saying, because something, people.
You don't have to have sex to have something wrong inside, such as cervical cancer.
Things go wrong in the body, women body sometimes.
Yeah. You could have polyps inside. It don't have anything to do with you having sex or having a venereal disease. It's just that you having some issues inside. That's why you need to get a yearly pap, so they can go in and check and make sure you don't have anything growing inside of you. Thank you, Darius. It's an adventure, is it not? Kimberly, you must be the new Mother Teresa. Oh, Lord. Okay. Oh, I'm going to cut these lights off because they showing out. Oh, wow. Tequila. Well, I'm 1 hour and 48 minutes in. I've thoroughly enjoyed talking to you all. Get your pH balance check out, ladies. Yes, that's it. Yes, because you don't know what's going on downtown until you go in there and they get to looking around. And you talking about you don't get checked. You got all kind of popcorn seeds and lint balls down there, girl. Now, shut all that noise up. Stop all that. Hey, Corey, how you doing? Thank you. That's a bad joke, popcorn seeds. You know what I said? Queen, You hear what I said? You sleep. Get off my live.
I'm not asleep.
You sleep.
Okay.
Raven, Lynn. That's it. You ain't went had no mammogram. Oh, no, look. No mammogram, no pap smear. No telling what's going on down there. Good Lord. That my other dog named Queen. You yell. Ain't telling what you got down there. Shut your mouth. You got to get your girlfriend checked. Oh, popcorn lint. Yes. Popcorn seeds. Get your privates checked, please. Oh, Chick Benny. Where you been? You jump back in. Yes, a bad popcorn seed. Put some hair down there like a Gorilla Glue girl. Jeez. I knew it. Y'all can't leave it alone. Y'all just got to bring that up. Oh, well, look, somebody already put some Gorilla Glue down there. I checked it out. Don't take long to get checked. Well, it don't take long. I don't sit up here and just had a baby at 43. My lady parts is working too well. You had a baby at 43? Ooh, shut your mouth.
Go ahead.
Ooh, girl, we're going to pray for you. Lord have mercy. Jesus. Look at Raven saying, what? Queen.
Girl, I don't know.
Oh, somebody said, night out, quit messing. You being messy now. You being facetious. You said that. Tell me congrats on your new bundle of joy. You being facetious. Now stop all this. Now y'all show Crystal said, damn. We're not trying to make fun, but baby, oh, you better stop. Yes, I'm going to pray for you. 43? Wow. Was it, what, did you plan it? Shit, I need to drop the link. You need to come up here and tell us about this. Lord have mercy. Look, okay, Derek. Oh my God, I cut Wise Sisters at 40, shut it down. Well, Masterful said, wow. I mean, there are women who do have children older. There are women who had children in their 50s. So, you know, if they want a baby and everything is still working, the clock is still ticking. You know, some women still got, eggs, so they can still, multiply. I pass.
My eggs gone, baby.
I was trying to plan retirement at that age. Darius, how old are you? Oh, you a puppy then. You a puppy. You talking about 43. Krista said I would have passed out. Y'all killing me. Y'all are so funny. What you said?
I want
my
all
oldest
my eggs gone at the age of 40. I want all my eggs gone.
I definitely understand. She said my mom had my brother at 45. Oh, you 48? How you 48? Talking about you gonna retire at 43? She said she had a baby at 43. You done passed 43, Darius. Look at Willow said you starting over. You gonna be in the dirt by the time you start. That is not nice. Now, Sanaya, I'm gonna put you on punishment. You be saying some crazy. Y'all say some crazy stuff. Now that's not nice. Don't hurt her feelings.
I'm sorry to hear that, Victorious.
What happened?
She lost her baby at 42.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry about that. Oh, stress. Well, stress will do it to you. You can be any age and lose a baby from stress. You're going to have a walking game when your kids. Well, y'all stop making fun. Y'all act like she really ain't got the kid. I hope she joking because y'all saying some not so nice things to her. Oh my gosh. Jeez. Listen, Leffel, I was not being mean. Oh Lord. We got 12 different conversations going. One had a baby, one lost a baby. I can't fool this group right here. Oh, now I got role reverse, so I get in her car, Kate touched nothing. What you talking about? Masterful, what are you talking about? Been married 22 years. We thought we were done. Oh, A. Miller. Okay. See, that's what I said. Y'all were having sexual relations without a condom, which is normal. You're married. That's what you do. You don't use a condom. And then you done went and got knocked up. Why you didn't want to take the pill or nothing just in case, baby? Whew, Lord, I need a drink after this. Oh, look at Night Owl. I know you and your husband enjoy your baby. I can't with this one. I can't fool with Night Owl. She has more life skills to pass on. Shoot, she probably tired at this point. Oh, Lord of mercy. Where do I get these people from? This is a interesting chat, I must say. I must say. Oh. Sipping coffee and breastfeeding. Queen.
And I did that, and I was in my 30s.
Okay, gets better when you can't have more children. Oh God. Night Owl, I know you didn't just put that in that chat. Okay. I'm dead. I'm so dead right now.
I'm gonna get on off of here.
Where you going?
Off the phone.
Yeah, where you going, honey?
I'm not going nowhere.
Look, where you going, darling? You get ready to go out in the midnight cold. Where you going? 2:15. Say what?
I ain't going nowhere.
I thought you just said you're getting off the phone.
Yeah, go back in the chat.
Well, go back in there. Go on. I ain't studying none of y'all. Y'all in y'all own world anyway. No way y'all at. Thanks for joining me, dear.
You're welcome.
Queen's gonna come downstairs and play with you guys for a while.
I ain't getting in there.
Girl, because I'm telling you, they be in their own. I don't even have to talk. I could just open the live and they be in their own world down there in the chat. Oh, her early 20s. No, she's not. Oh, A. Miller said, I definitely sip coffee and breastfeed. I know that's right, A. Miller. Let her know. She will be in her 60s at when baby is 18. Okay, Darius, why y'all keep rubbing that in? She know that. She know her child gonna be.
All right, y'all. That's enough on A. Miller.
Yeah. Y'all cut it out now. Y'all playing mean. We don't know how to act. Y'all don't know how to act. I know y'all ain't talking. Ain't had no pap smear. How somebody had a pap smear gonna talk about her having that baby at 43? You know y'all got all them old potato peels down there. Now shut your mouth. We don't know how to. Yeah, you sure don't. Are you getting off the phone with me or what are you doing?
Yeah, hang on.
Well, good night, dear.
You know I ain't going to bed.
Okay, are you hanging up off my phone? I don't understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm just not going to bed. You said good night.
Oh, okay, so you want to get off my phone?
Why you say it like that?
I'm just asking. I'm trying to understand what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm here in the live.
Okay, baby. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Queen Talks Crime is coming downstairs to play with you guys for a while. It's 2 hours into this live. Y'all are still talking about worried about folks having children late. Shoot, we're just going to pray for A. Miller, and then we're going to leave it alone. Okay, well, I don't want nobody poking fun at you because, people can get offended easily. So, Masterful, good night, baby. Thank you so much. I thank all of you for joining me. Y'all have really made a Queens. Oh, Lord of mercy. Make me want to cut this live off. Start me another live. I got 69 in the room. I ain't got nothing to do. I'm up late. I have all my girl parts, but can't do more kids. Triple negative. Oh, Lord. Okay, Crystal. I love you all. This is fabulous. Praying for you, A. Miller. Hey, Willow. It ain't better. It's just easy to get them off quick. Oh, Lord. Y'all mouths is horrible. Lord, we done went from talking about HIV to somebody pregnant at 43. I can't. What in the world is going on? It ain't better. I can't get over that. I ain't even reading that out loud. Shut up. Oh, Will said sleep during the day. The D gets better when you are seasoned. Oh my gosh, listen at y'all mouths. Yes, the love in here is amazing. Yes, this is how I like it. A breath of fresh air. Yeah, y'all keep it real, show enough. My stars. Oh, I can't. Jesus wept. 66 in the room. Y'all have me hollering. I swear. Y'all, oh my goodness gracious. My ex-wife said she wanted another child. I said, good luck. Darius, how many kids you got? Oh, you just showing out. Lord have mercy. Queen, what's the secret for looking young? Whew. So, a foundation. That's what. And hair color. And some nice little makeup and nice pretty hair color, darling. Oh, Lord. That's what she says all the time. Yeah, I keep it real. But y'all, that stuff y'all be talking about. Okay, Darius. That stuff y'all be talking about. Oh, my stars. Oh, I just be tickled. Like, I be ashamed to repeat back what y'all done said for blushing. Oh, Patty. No, I didn't get any snow. No. It stopped days ago. You know, it's kind of up and down, rain. We haven't got any more snow. Don't talk it up either. Do not talk up no snow. I do not want no snow. Because it's been really horrible everywhere else in America. So don't talk up no snow here. Oh, mercy. Oh, thank you, Night Owl. I love you too, baby. Hi, Evie. How you doing, baby? You done woke up out your sleep. Your phone must have been jingling for you to come in here. Yeah, the queen was up late. 2 hours in, baby. I'm 2 hours and 2 minutes in. We were talking about HIV and AIDS in Black America, how it's affecting us. It was a serious topic. They got kind of loose down here in the chat, like they always do. We got about 10 inches here in Arkansas. Wow, really? What part of Arkansas, baby? I think it puts off menopause having children later in life for women. Well, yeah, because you're still producing. That's the thing. You're still producing. Your body is still, producing. So you're going to probably get menopause later if you can still have children. Hello, Evie. Yes. Not that loose. Y'all crazy. I'll sit here thinking to myself about, yes. Oh, backspace. Wait, I thought you would go. Yes, you're right. It is amazing how the body works. You have women in foreign countries, Asian countries. They have babies like in their 70s. Oriental Indian women have been known to have babies up in their 70s. So those nationalities live longer anyway. You have Oriental people who live to be 100 or over 100 years of age. So that's nothing for them to be a woman to be pregnant at 70 years old in India or Oriental country. Oh, outside of Little Rock. Okay. Well, welcome. Wow. I can't imagine 70 years old having a baby. That would be something. Yes, it's 2 here. It's 2 o'clock. 2:04 here, Eastern Standard Time. For those who are just joining us and peeping in. What you say? No longer you have your menses make you high risk for cancer. Really? Oh, the longer you have your administration makes you high. Really? Wow. Thanks for telling us that. Oh my goodness. Stop it. How do they walk in the hospital with a cane? Okay, y'all stop it. Night Owl hats off to them. I don't want to be an old mother. Okay, it's 1:24 in Texas. Okay, Raven, you're out behind us. This has been an interesting live. Lord have mercy. I get bad hot flashes. Okay, Evie. Well, you shouldn't be hot now. It's cold. Nobody should be having no hot flashes with these bad storms we've been having. It's been cold everywhere in America. But like I said, I want all of you ladies to get your bodies checked, get your pap smears and get your mammograms. And you men, you get your boyfriends checked too. Everybody needs to get their privates checked so you can make sure everything is copacetic and you on track, because we don't want anything bad to happen to any of you. Shit, it's hot over here. Lord have mercy. Oh, 35 was the lowest. Oh, wow. Minnesota? Jeez, that's not bad. Hi, Sherry. Thank you, baby, so much. Yes, anytime, Sanaya. Yeah, well, I mean, information is key. You don't never stop learning anything. Just because you're grown don't mean you stop learning. You only stop learning if you don't want to take any information. Oh, it's 12:25. Okay. So you 2 hours behind. So you where are you? You way far out. You past Texas. Oh, she live in Texas and have my window open, 10 degrees outside. Oh my God, girl, how you got that window? Now I cracked mine open for ventilation, but I'm gonna shut it soon now. Yes, please catch the replay of this. This is my crowning glory to keep us aware of HIV/AIDS in Black America in the South. We have more high cases here in the South. I don't know why. Maybe we're just not monogamous here in the South, as it has been reported years ago. But I'm hoping that, everyone will stay safe when they partake in grown folks' business. Choose your partners as safely as you can. But, in the end, you don't know people. You don't know what a person will and will not do. So you just take a chance by not using a condom in your relationships. Okay, Donna, you have a good night too, baby. Oh, Kansas. Oh, wow. You're in Kansas. Oh, my gosh. Be careful, sweetheart, Miss Donna. Well, I'm 2 hours in. I think I'm going to tie it up tonight. Let you puppies get some rest, because you sure need it. I got a story I'm going to probably bring you tomorrow. It's an interesting story. I'm going to bring you a story about a young lady who left 2 of her children inside of a motel while she was at work. And I'm going to spin that story to you tomorrow. Yes, I know, Evie. That's what we were talking about tonight, is that Metro Atlanta has high cases of HIV. It's known to have a lot of homosexual, bisexual men. But as I tell people, you have a lot of men who are bisexual anyway. You just don't know it because a lot of them refuse to tell the world that they like men, partake with men. And I want to say something about that before I get out of here, because I didn't mention that in my live when we were talking about men going to jail and if they were homosexual before they went to jail or prison. The myth about being a bottom bothers me. And I'm going to say this and I'm going to check out of here. The fact that a man thinks that because he doesn't let a man penetrate him, that he is not homosexual, is full of what. How in the world can you be in the vicinity of a man without your clothes on and tell me in my right mind that you are not gay? Because you don't penetrate a man, that means nothing to me. You have no business with the man in the first place and pretending that you are not attracted to a man. How can you say, well, I will penetrate him. It's no big deal. I'm not gay. I'm not gay because I won't let a man penetrate me. But if you would put your private part into another man's private part, then what are you? See, that is the myth they have in jail, prison, and even out here in the street. And that is a man who is in denial, because you still have to own that you are still attracted to a man. Because how can you say you like a woman, but you will penetrate a man's bottom? That makes no logical sense. And the fact that you have made yourself believe that, you have lost your damn mind. And I'm just keeping it 100. And there are a lot of men who believe that. They'll say, I'm not a bottom. Who cares? Your penis don't belong back there. So how you want to make somebody believe that you are not either bisexual or homosexual? And I've heard this so many times over the years. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Raven. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. What? Crystal said that's called checking oil. Oh, Lord, have mercy. I can't. Okay, Raven. Y'all be safe. I can't fool with y'all. But you understand what I'm saying? I've heard this so many times over the years. Men being in denial. I'm gonna say this about a person that I know personally. He has the nerve to say that when he gets high on drugs, he wants the men to suck his private parts because they want to get high with him. So he said, I'm not giving up the dope for free. So what I said to myself is, well, wait a minute. You still have to be attracted to the men, because why not get high with a woman? And he also likes women too. So that makes no sense to say, I'm not going to let you smoke with me for free. Well, then why don't you do it with women? And see, that's somebody talking in circles and talking retarded talk. Just say you like both. Just say you're attracted to women and you're also attracted to men. Because if you was indeed heterosexual and desired women only, no matter what type of activities you were in, whether it be drinking, drugs, whatever, you would prefer to do it with a woman and not a man. The fact that you would even say anything about a man going down on you, you are homosexual, bisexual, which is soever. Or you're talking in circles and you're trying to make yourself believe that you only partaking with a man because you partake in drugs and you don't want the man to ask for your drugs. You ain't trying to get the drugs up for free. So you say, well, they got to do something for the drugs. And I ain't giving my drugs up for free, so they got to suck my penis. I said to myself, wow, what do you hear what you're saying? I was stunned. I had never heard anything so crazy in all my life. Right. Right, Earth Girl. Right. That's it. Just be truthful. Just say you like men and women to be done with it. Stop saying I'm not a bottom, because there's no reason for you to be intimate with a man, period. Whether it's kissing him, groping him, touching him, he's touching you, kissing you, rubbing you. If you are in the peripheral of a man and you are a man and you are engaged in any type of touch, period, clothes on, clothes off, you like men. And so stop making excuses, because I never heard of stuff. That's just ridiculous. They say it's all the same with the lights out. They say it's all the same. Well, that's a fool talking. That's still somebody that like men. That's a man that like a man, and he don't want to own that he likes a man and he's attracted to a man. And that's the thing I don't understand when a man uses that terminology, bottom topper. It doesn't matter, because if you are a straight man, you are not going to desire being with a man in any type of sexual way, period. Just because you're not letting somebody penetrate you does not mean you're not damn gay or bisexual. And that's how I look at it. I missed the pedophile comment. Tricking for drugs. Lord have mercy. Right. Just say you bisexual. Right. This makes no sense to say, trying to make an excuse. Well, they want to get high with me, so I make them, perform fellatio in exchange for the drugs. No, just say you like getting high with other gay men, bisexual men. How about that? That's what that's about. You like getting high with other gay men. You just so happen to be with someone that's gay, because my thing is still, if a man is straight, you mean to tell me because he want to get high and you solicit him and say, well, I'll share this with you only if you perform fellatio on me, and then this man who's supposed to be straight gonna say, okay, I'm gonna go on and do it because I want to smoke a crack rock or something. That makes no sense to me. So that makes me think, well, y'all, somebody knew somebody like men in the first place. But I have heard of men, changing their, now I won't say change their sexual orientation, but turn tricks, yes, for drugs. But see, then we have to ask ourselves this: was he a gay man, bisexual man before that? Because is the drug so strong that it'll make you participate in homosexuality just to get high? Now, that's another thing I didn't talk about earlier in my live. I guess I can bring it up now. Okay, Earthgirl said, man is a man. I'll look for the article and send it to the queen. Okay, Evie, please, I'd like to hear this topic. What y'all talking about? What am I missing? Did I miss something? Gay for pay. Lord have mercy. Y'all are killing me. Jesus. What am I going to do with y'all? Okay, that's fine. But that's what I'm saying. You hear all type of crazy talk from people that participate in, drug activity. And this person has said that to me once before, and I just thought, you're just crazy as hell trying to make excuses for why you like a man performing fellatio on you. Just say you like men. Don't try to use drug as an excuse, or they want to get high, so they got to do that to get high with you. If you really was a straight man, you would be getting high with a woman. Why not get high with a female if you like women? So see, people say anything because they think you're stupid. Oh, pedophiles are trying to legalize. Oh, I see. Okay. I got you. Never sleep with a female. Nasty as just saying. What? I never sleep with a female. What in the world? I'm missing something. Yes. Not out. This is true. Condoms are free. So there's no reason for anyone to be without condoms. No reason. Now that is so true. Yeah. Legalize the act. I don't understand that. That don't make no sense right there. God, I hope not. But that was just something to think about. And that's another reason too. Probably a lot of men have spreading HIV/AIDS. They turning tricks for drugs, and they like women too. So they going out here having sex with men. And 9 times out of 10, ain't nobody pulling out a condom during this sexual act. So then you're going back laying up with your girlfriend, your wife, or whoever, and you just turn the trick for drugs. See, people doing all kind of crazy stuff out here. It's just that's why I said there's so many avenues to this of getting HIV/AIDS, because so many people are doing so many things and doing different things. Like I said, I've mentioned swinging. I've mentioned men who are cheating, men who are also gay, bisexual. You're going to have a lot of these problems. The reason why we have such a high rate of men and women, African-American people getting AIDS, because you got all these people doing different things. So you got men and women swinging with different partners. Then, like I said, somebody decides to stop using a condom. Men who are going outside their relationship with the wives or girlfriends or boyfriends, picking up strangers or picking up people they know, don't want to use a condom. A lot of them are very slick. Oh, I ain't got nothing. I'm straight. It's too much. And then you got the situation with older people getting AIDS, HIV/AIDS. There are a lot of older people who are infected. A lot of people don't know that. I just brought you the statistics showing you half of the population that's 50 and over have HIV. That's a high statistic. To be over 50 with it, 60, 70 with HIV, it's insane. And a lot of women will meet a man and think, well, he looks good, he looks clean, he ain't got nothing, he don't look like he dirty. Your looks don't have anything to do with having HIV/AIDS or venereal disease. Those diseases don't have a look. They're inside of your body. How would they have a look? Okay? And it would be horrible for somebody to be 60, 70 years old catching HIV or AIDS. Just horrible. Very horrible. Yes, thank you all so much. But you have a lot of older people getting, so you can go into YouTube and there are some videos showing you of older people who have contracted HIV. One woman dated a man for years, and then one day she started getting sick, and she realized the guy she had been dating had gave her the disease. Can you imagine somebody 60-something years old, late 60s, getting HIV from somebody they've been dating? Although he was not her husband, but she trusted him. So it's serious out here. Very, very serious. And as I state, the men have the tool to spread it. Because a lot of men go asymptomatic with venereal diseases. They don't even know they have diseases. So they are walking around spreading venereal diseases and they don't even know they got it because they don't have any symptoms. Women are usually the ones that have the symptoms of venereal diseases. And that's why things keep spreading around. Diseases get spread around. Yeah, 70 years old. Yes, that's horrible. Oh, in nursing homes? Oh, I hadn't heard that. Oh, my goodness. Stop it, Night Owl. Now you showing out now. I don't even want to hear that. We've heard of so much craziness going on in the nursing home. We have already heard the stories that they are having sexual relations in nursing homes. Those people don't stop desiring sex or comfort or affection because they're older. A lot of people think because you get older, you're going to lose the desire for affection and sex. Come on now, you're human. Everybody knows this. So long as you're breathing, you are going to desire affection, camaraderie, friendship, love, touch from another human being. You don't stop desiring those things because you're elderly. But that would be just worse to hear that people in the nursing home, assisted living, are coming up with HIV from within the nursing home, assisted living. Lord have mercy, I can't stand it. No, Tammy does not discriminate. Very interesting. How they do it so, it's a waste of time trying to get it right for 1 hour. No, thank you. Oh, my Lord. You all are a mess. Well, anyway. Lord Jesus. I'm a CNA and I see it all the time. They can have sex. Well, that's the thing. Like I just said, you don't stop desiring a person because you are elderly. You don't stop wanting someone to talk to you, touch you, kiss you, hold you, pat, rub, as old folks would say. Okay, thank you. For the memories. Patty, you a mess. You be safe, honey. But you understand what I'm saying? People desire comfort, period. People desire to be touched. So you can't think because someone is older, they're not going to desire having relations. Even if a man cannot perform, it still does not stop him from thinking about it and desiring to be with a woman or a man. They mess around in the nursing homes. Yes, I've heard. Y'all are killing me. And the job provide them condoms too. Lord have mercy. I can't. Oh, Lord. I'm going to get off this live. We've been on here long enough. I thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you, Backspace. Give me a call. Thank you, Night Owl. Queen Talks Crime. You all been good to a queen. All my new subscribers. If you'd like to donate to the channel, Cash App, $ Big Angie 129. Thank you so much for all the wonderful gifts and kind words. You all have been so good to me. And I love all of you. And I want to thank you for everything. I want you to like, share, subscribe, drop your comments below. This is Everyday Shenanigans. Be safe. Tomorrow I'll bring you a story about a young lady who was at her job at a pizza place and she left her children inside of a motel. And I will not weigh in on this subject matter. This will be the chat only, giving their commentary on the said subject. This will be the first time I will not give my commentary on a subject matter. Thank you for joining me. This is Everyday Shenanigans. God bless all of you. Stay safe. I love all of you. Thank you so much. I'm warming my... Hey, Miller, I'm done with you. You have a good night with that baby. You kiss that baby for me, honey. And you hold that baby tight. And don't you keep that baby out of your eye either. Amen. Love all of you. Thank you, Darius. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Tequila. Thank you, Raven. Thank my mods, Willow. Thank all of you. Thank all of you. You all be safe, okay? Join me tomorrow for a live or later today. There will be a very interesting conversation. I'll probably go early with this live. So if you will be home during the day, I'll try to get it in the afternoon, not too late. And then, of course, we will probably do Saturday Night Vibes Saturday, and that'll be freestyle where we'll just talk about being grown. Because y'all know y'all like to talk about grown folks' business. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Willow. I appreciate that. Thank you, South Kakalaki. Yes. If you want to donate, said information is in the chat. God bless you, and it's in the description of this video. I'm out of here. Love you guys. Bye.